have a question for you. If you had a YouTube channel and you posted body cam footage that showed the location and the entire interior of someone's home, including all of the ways someone could get in and out of that house, and all of the places someone could hide in that house, and that video included clear and unredacted footage of several people's faces who lived in that home, and you were showing this video because you said you were investigating a quadruple murder that happened a few months ago in the same neighborhood, how would you react if someone from that home contacted you and asked you to remove the video because they're in distress and it puts them in danger? Would you stop to consider what they're saying and think to yourself, maybe I got caught up in the moment and aired that footage without thinking about how it might put its occupants in danger, so maybe I should just either edit that video or remove the video? Or would you respond to the message defensively and dismissively and ask them how they heard about you, then ask them whether they'd like to come on your channel, and when they decline, go live and read that person's private message to you along with your defensive response to seek validation from your viewers. And in the midst of that video, then accuse the person who contacted you of being part of a conspiratorial setup to attack you, or of being a fake account. Then falsely accuse another YouTuber of contacting them and inciting hate, or of being the author of the message with no proof. Then try to justify your accusation by saying that the YouTuber who must have done it did all of that because she was sexually abused as a child and has a mental illness and therefore can't be trusted. Wouldn't it have just been simpler to just say, maybe I should remove the video? And yes, the video has been removed. We don't know why, but we'll get into that later. But if you chose option 1, you're probably normal, a normal, rational person. Option 2 is the response of an irrational, uncompassionate, and abnormal person, also known as Lana Oriani from Truth and Transparency. Now, in case you missed it, several women and their parents at a sorority at the University of Idaho contacted Lana Oriani to demand that she remove a live stream where she showed body cam footage of their entire household. Even though this sorority house is not tied to the Idaho murders in any way, except that it's at the University of Idaho, and even though the body cam footage she showed was from a full 9 months after the murders, Oriani tagged the video with Idaho 4 and used the victim's images in her thumbnail, inviting her 40,000 subscribers to take a tour of another sorority house in the area. Now, I'm pleased to report, as I said before, that the video has since been removed, and that's why I can't show you any redacted footage from the video itself. But it's unclear whether Oriani removed the video herself or whether it was removed as a result of reporting the video to YouTube. But she's blamed that on a false strike from another YouTuber related to a different demented live stream she did. We'll get into that in a minute. But what you'll see next are clips from one live stream where Lana Oriani displays her practiced ability to employ every facet of DARVO in a warped 2-hour period. She does that DARVO as if it's breathing to her. If you're not familiar with DARVO, I'll link to a video I've done about this tactic that people like Lana use to refuse accountability for something they've done, while then turning themselves into a victim by mounting false accusations. What you'll see is that Lana reads around 4 messages from 4 different people demanding that she remove the video, saying that they've contacted the police and that they're taking legal action. Then she reads her responses to them, where she denies that she put them in danger while insisting that she does her videos to keep them safe. And she all but says, "You should thank me for creeping around your entire house on my live stream with thousands of people watching," right? But here's the thing. If we're to believe Lana's theory of the case, Brian Koberger is innocent and the police have captured the wrong guy and the Idaho 4 murderer is still at large. So if the Idaho 4 quadruple murderer is still at large, how does it help to give that person or persons a guided police tour of another sorority house in that town? If they're still out there, aren't they most likely looking for another target or targets? And wouldn't they be following any updates on the Idaho 4 case to see whether they're close to getting caught? So isn't it incredibly likely that you just expose whatever quadruple murderer you think is still out there to another group of girls that they may already hate because that person is as demented as the YouTuber giving them a tour of the inside of the house? Even if Brian Koberger is the right guy and the murderer is no longer at large, you're still giving some other demented stalker like yourself all the information they need to get as close as they can to the girls in that house. And there is absolutely no redeeming quality to airing body cam footage about a situation that has nothing to do with the case you're covering.
Title: Take down the body cam footage that shows the layout of our house. You need to take down the video immediately. You are claiming to be trying to help us with this video, and that is the most asinine thing I've ever heard. If you really wanted to help keep us safe, you would delete the video and not promote information about our living situation and whereabouts. Can you just be a decent and kind human and take the video down, please? How would you feel if someone broadcasted a video tour of the inside of your home, detailing all the entrances, exits, dark corners, and bedrooms? It does not take a rocket scientist to conclude how this violation of privacy would cause undue emotional stress to an already traumatized community. I'm very disturbed that you broadcasted a video of touring of their private residence, including full facial, not blurred video images of the girls. You have violated their privacy and have put all of those girls in danger. Several other members of the University of Idaho community have reported your account to the Moscow Police Department, Idaho State Police, and are seeking legal counsel from civil attorneys. Do you really want to deal with that? Shame on you for the danger you put them in. We have engaged legal counsel in the interest of protecting their privacy and preventing them from being victimized. We are also in contact with Moscow Police Department's in-house legal counsel. If those girls are violated in any way by an intruder or predator, we will consider you as a contributor to their victimization. I will be taking legal action if it's not down by today. I was thinking the best thing to do was to offer your sorority and the members who want to speak out to come on the channel. Let me know if you would like to accept my invite. The response: none of us want to be on your channel. We want to be left alone. Delete the video as it is a violation of our living space, privacy, and safety. I understand the need for followers, views, likes, and a paycheck. But as a mother, I kindly request that you take the video down.
So at this point in our program, the deny and attack vectors of DARVO have already been employed by Ms. Oriani by the time she takes to YouTube to start reading out the private messages from these people who contacted her. And the act of going to YouTube is the beginning of her reverse victim and offender vectors of the DARVO strategy. But before she moves into that second part of the vector, she makes sure to let you know that someday her body cam footage could be worth millions of dollars. And that makes it all okay, right? Because it's going to be worth millions of dollars. Just listen.
Don't you think that that body cam footage would be worth, I don't know, somewhere in the upwards of, I don't know, millions of dollars if something was to happen to one of those students after they cleared that house? But I said, why am I getting all these emails? I've been doing body cam footage for fucking years. Why is people hitting me up about this? Can I ask you how your daughter found out about the channel, about the video? Oh, by the way, I was curious. How did you find out about the channel and the video? But you know what? The question is was this the students? Was it incited? Was hate incited towards me and this channel and all of you guys? These, I believe, are fake accounts, and they were acting like mothers and parents. And this woman straight up made a video to incite hate for them to come to me. Did you guys know that when you guys are writing in the comment section, that there is a woman out there that goes and has been taking screenshots and taking pictures of this comment section that you guys are writing in the live chat, and she's going and making videos and putting videos and highlighting your name and stuff like that, and saying that we are stalking the Moscow Police Department, or we are stalking the Moscow citizens. This is who Checkmate Humanity is, who contacted, and her little fucking entourage, the sorority house on Idaho's campus, to literally sit here and try to pass it off to them that I was putting them in danger. That's how she does her rallies, her KKK meetings. No, guys, it's okay. Lana's just going to show her ass now in front of way more people, and we're going to be able to cultivate them, and now we're really going to be able to get her. We're going to be able to get her good. What do you mean, set me up? Try to set me up? Can you believe it?
Nope. Nope.
That people were inciting and reaching out to the fake or real or pretend sorority house sisters to get in contact with me?
Nope.
To say I am putting them in danger. Holy shit. Mental health happy hour for all of you fuckers. I am here for you. We, the people. Come on, guys, settle up. It's about to be fun as fuck.
Owned my condition or whatever it is, it's very, very contained. Like I have a much better handle on it than I ever had. It's just, their parents split up. Their mother is mentally ill, you know, like I cry, like I have volatile moods, like they go through stuff, and men always looked at them and it made me sick. I just couldn't, like, it was just.
In April of 2021, in a comment to plaintiff, defendant Oriani's channel, she stated as follows, quote unquote, like I said, you came over here sniffing my panties after saying in a video that using the word panties in a sexual term towards plaintiff triggers flashbacks. The plaintiff used the words panties to trigger my childhood sexual abuse. Defendant Oriani began overtly using the word panties to trigger her. In videos on defendant's channel, she searched for songs with the word panties in their lyrics.
Just for you, panty dropper. We'll play it for you. Bring up your tight fucking panty wannies up in this motherfucker. Now take your panties and fucking eat them. Take your panties, Lynn.
When called out, these
Sniff them.
some of
Oh, triggered? Lynn DeBris, take a shit in your fucking pants.
Let me fill you up, in quotes.
Come on, Lynn, let me fill you up.
And ask for plaintiff's address and birth. And ask for plaintiff's address and birth date so she can send her a vibe.
When's your birthday, Lynn? I want to send you a present. You know what the present's gonna be? A vibrator.
This is in paper. I'm so sorry. Hold on. In August of 2021, defendant Oriani falsely claimed in several videos that plaintiff and her were engaged to get married and promoted a bachelorette weekend in Florida. Oh yeah. Hold on. Breathe, Anna. A bachelorette weekend in Florida for which she collected funds with cash.
Oh, you guys don't know that I'm getting married to DeBris, DeBoer, and I started a GoFundMe.
Okay. Oh my god. Next. What? Oh my god, I didn't even know this said this. However, on or about December 31st, 2021, defendant Oriani stated on another YouTube channel that you would like to use duct tape on plaintiff and give her the ride of her life?
I'm going to duct tape Lynn and give her the time of her life.
I just can't. I just can't with this shit.
I have proof that you used a contact at Google to illegally take down a video of mine, of which I'm pursuing you now and Google, as well as YouTube. And trust me, they're on my side about it. So I can't thank you enough for running your mouth.
Your cocksucker.
And the favor that you pulled at Google, it's all traceable, sweetheart. And it's against company policy. So that person that helped you out,
tisk tisk.
And you know what? Weak people would run because that's what they do. I'm not weak and I'm not running. And in fact, I'm going to end your term on YouTube. And I'm going to do it with class and with grace and with facts.
Only reason I did it is because she contacted 18, 19, 20, and 21-year-olds when she contacted the sororities at Moscow, Idaho. Okay? That's the only reason. This is case related. Otherwise, I wouldn't even be fucking saying any of this. This is who you are. This is what you did. And you can fucking lay in the bed y'all made. Meanwhile, I'll continue getting really close to popping a lot of true crime cherries out there.
This is totally insane thinking from an insane person who has absolutely no grasp on how her actions affect other people. And this is the type of stuff that thrives on YouTube until it doesn't. But we can't predict when it'll stop working. All we can do is keep calling attention to it so people can avoid it and not be caught in that net. Now, you may have noticed that I saw Lana's attack of me coming a mile away. This pattern of someone like Lana is as predictable as the sun going up and the sun coming down. What's not entirely predictable is exactly what the weather will be like on any given day, especially when you're dealing with someone as unstable and agenda-driven as Lana Oriani. The funny thing about her trying to connect me to the sorority house is that I didn't even mention her sorority body cam video in my last video. My video talked about her stalking private citizens in general, and I used examples of many clips and screenshots that I took right from her channel in the recent days, including how she invited 40,000 subscribers to watch college kids pissing on the murder house, even though you really couldn't see college kids pissing on the murder house. I was in the middle of uploading my last video when a subscriber let me know that she was showing body cam, or she had just scheduled a live to show body cam of a sorority house. So I grabbed that thumbnail from her video and added it to my thumbnail because it was an obvious example of what I was already talking about. But I never got a chance to even watch the video before the sorority house contacted Oriani and the video was removed. Nonetheless, as she always does, Oriani turned into a YouTuber's version of Silly Putty to connect a number of things that are not connected so she could turn it into a big, hairy conspiracy that was meant to attack her. I uploaded my video because she is a stalker who habitually posts people's private information on her channel. My video happened to air on the same day that she was proving my point by digitally invading a sorority's home with her thousands of viewers. The sorority houses and their parents saw her video and demanded that she remove it. None of those things were connected to each other until she did her 2-hour live stream to blame it all on me. And then she justified her blame on me by airing a podcast interview I gave about my child sex abuse and mental illness in 2015. My childhood trauma and mental illness did not cause Lana Oriani to stalk people's private lives on her channel, and no one's childhood trauma or mental illness is justification to mock, shame, and attempt to humiliate and vilify that person. But that's Lana Oriani, folks. In fact, that was the third time that she aired that 2015 podcast interview in an attempt to humiliate and shame me and stop me from calling out her abhorrent behavior. Clearly, it hasn't stopped me. And clearly, she continues to resort to the same measures to try to silence me. Now, I'm going to address her claim that she's a victim of a false strike on her channel. I don't think it was a false strike. I think it was because she blatantly aired the social security numbers, dates of birth, and names of witnesses while she had the convict on the phone who those witnesses testified against. Okay? So if you're a steady truth and transparency viewer, you may have noticed that she did what she called a marathon live the other day. During this live, which was going on hour like 12 or something when she was struck down, she restreamed a video from Father Snuggles' channel showing her most recent hearing against Vanessa from Unmasked. I showed parts of that in my last video. And I didn't see her marathon video myself, but my understanding is that she aired the full video with little commentary, and after that, she took a prison call from Davon Cox, a man who's been convicted of assault and kidnapping. And during this call, Oriani displayed on screen a witness list from Mr. Cox's case file, which included full names, dates of birth, and social security numbers of those witnesses. Do you hear me? While the convict was on the phone with her and she was giving him airtime to tell his side of the story, she displayed the full names, social security numbers, and dates of birth of several witnesses. This is after she went on a body cam stalking and airing spree and was contacted by angry people in Idaho demanding that she remove the video and then blamed it on me. Okay? Now, I can't show you proof of this video that she did because the video was removed. But if you're a truth and transparency viewer, you saw it in real time, right? You must know that in that very moment, Lana Oriani was putting many people in danger. If you continue to see this as harmless entertainment and you continue to click on her privacy invading videos, you are encouraging her to put more people in danger because the woman does not respect victims, she does not respect authority, and stalkers do not stop. They must be stopped. Stalkers don't think they are doing anything wrong. When they are called out, they will double and triple down on the behavior to get outside validation and to prove that they didn't believe that they're doing anything wrong. That doesn't mean it isn't wrong. And if you encourage, apologize for, aid, or justify this behavior in any way, you're part of the problem. And you're in dubious company because YouTube is right there alongside you, promoting the streams and making the payments. Why would someone stop doing something they get paid and celebrated for? The only thing that would stop them is their conscience. But that doesn't work when you don't have a conscience.
Holy shit.
I'm going to end on this note. And this is directly to Ms. Oriani or anybody who supports her or might want to act on her behalf. The next time you think about airing my podcast interview on your channel and you say this,
why didn't she go to her mom and tell her mom about the babysitter that was bumping uglies and tell her mom to do something about it?
Remember this face. This is the face of the child you're scolding for not telling her mother the babysitter touched her. This is the child you are laughing at for being so lonely she would sing to her dog and pretend she fainted to get attention. This is that girl who hated men to stare at her breasts all the time. This is the girl who took her graduation photo stoned because she spent her childhood years self-medicating and couldn't stay sober for a high school photo. And yet, this is the girl who graduated summa cum laude from Loyola Marymount University when she was 26. And this is the girl who was making six figures by the time she was 30 years old. And that was in the 90s, yo. This is the girl who worked with Steve Jobs, George Lucas, the Google and Twitter founders and CEOs. This is the girl who was in a Netflix documentary that has been seen by billions of people and is still influencing them. And this is the girl who will never, ever, ever allow a predatory, perverted, stalking, tragedy pimping, privacy invading, DARVO pooping YouTuber or her fans to define me. And no amount of intimidation or retaliation that you or your proxy channels could throw at me will change my stance on your fraudulent nonprofit or your horrendous character. Peace out, everyone.